Hello, both sides of the conversation family. We welcome you to this virtual space crafted especially for you. My name is Jada Curry, and I'm both sides of the conversation's marketing director and graphics design specialist. I want to take some time to ground us all as a community into this space we are about to open up in, so let's go through our community standards. Both sides of the conversation is providing a safe and honest space for open conversation, so we ask that you all be respectful of that. We also ask that you be respectful of each panelist, host, and participant. We do encourage healthy debates and conversations. Don't personalize anything with anyone. This includes name-calling, bullying, trolling, or shaming. This will not be allowed or tolerated. Your perspective is yours. It is not a prescription. You do not have to agree, but show respect. These community standards apply to all of our live shows and any virtual spaces that we hold on social media, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We want to make sure that we are caring for each other as a community. This is our priority in all of our endeavors as both sides of the conversation. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's show and continue to stay in touch with us via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or all of them. All right, thank you for listening and see you soon.
Welcome, everybody, to both sides of the conversation. I'm John Henry, Executive Director. Today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. We're going to have another Hidden Gem segment where every Tuesday we will continue to highlight our Black and Brown businesses as well as those community leaders and organizations that are doing positive things to impact our community. Tonight, I'm excited. Y'all know this Hidden Gem show is always the favorite show of the week for me, okay? All of the stuff that goes on last week, the negative stuff, but today is positivity, it's uplifting. Today we're going to have a phenomenal gem. We had a couple gems tonight, all right? But because of the election and things that's going on, the weather, as you all know here in the Bay Area, it's been cold. The rain has been dropping. People are crashing all over the place. Be safe out there, community, okay? We are having some tremendously cold weather, and these roads are slippery. So please make sure you leave a little early, slow down. Okay, and be safe. It's not dry out there. I see people doing 95 and 100 miles per hour passing me up in the rain. Do y'all part to slow down out there, okay? We got kids walking to school. Be careful. Your car is not going to stop as accurate as it is on dry concrete. So again, do y'all part. Let's be wise out there, community. But with that being said, we got our amazing pretty Tony here. Tony, welcome back. I know it was a hard show Sunday, but you're back, Tony.
Hey, it wasn't too bad. What's up, community? I'm your co-host, Tony Rochelle, both sides of the conversation co-host. Today is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's election day. It's voting day. I went out and voted. Look, I got my sticker. I think that's like the best part for me is to go in and actually get my sticker. And it was a proud moment today because I took the kids with me, because I wanted them to see like the experience of what it goes through. But let me just tell you one thing, community. I went in to vote and I had an epiphany, okay? Because I realized the last time I voted, I lived in a whole nother city. I lived in Oakland, California. So when I went in there, first of all, I was the only little chocolate drop in there. I'm looking around. I'm the only chocolate person you see, okay? And I said, I'm good. I can maneuver. But then I sat down and I realized as I started voting, I was looking for specific people's names on the ballot. And I realized, I said, wait a minute. You don't live in the city of Oakland anymore, baby. Like the names that I was looking for wasn't on the ballot. And I kind of had like a little breakdown and I kind of got discouraged because I didn't really do my homework the way that I thought I did. I was prepared for Oakland, but I wasn't prepared for the county that I lived in. But, I still stood there. I looked at my kids for inspiration, and I was like, I'm still going to vote. I'm still going to vote. I'm still going to do the best that I can because I knew about the other things I needed to vote for. But it was certain people's names that I was looking for So let me tell you, like, if you have any fear or any discouraging about voting, like, we need everybody to go out and vote. Like, your vote matters. Like, even if you have anxiety or you don't know who to vote for, just go and vote for what you can vote for. Because even me, I thought I had my stuff together, community. And I went in there and I started having anxiety, John. I was like, oh my God, I'm not in Oakland. I don't know these people. I don't know what's going on. But I made it through. I ascended through and I was happy. So go vote. Go get your sticker like me. You know, God got your back. And we got to do it for community. We got to do it for our kids. So happy Tuesday. I'm excited. Like you said, it's Hidden Gems. And I got a really good friend on the line tonight. And y'all get ready because the man probably going to make you laugh. I had to make sure I dust the crust off and stuff because I ain't got time for him to be clowning my fro or nothing like that because he will do that. But y'all stick around and y'all see who I'm talking about.
Man, definitely, Tony. Very, very important. You know, our ancestors put their lives on the line, sometimes beat, hung to vote. So Black folks, please make sure you get out there if you haven't already. Make sure that your voice is heard. This is what it's all about. You might not get the candidate that you choose for, but again, at least you was a part of the process, and that's what it's all about. With that being said, if my Wi-Fi is breaking up, okay, I'm not in the studio tonight. I'm getting ready, okay? I'm headed to these events here in San Francisco where we got a lot of elected officials on the ballot, re-elections, different things happening. So I'm going to be out in the community. I'm going to be leaving Tony tonight, but I wanted to make sure that I was here to support the queen, just make sure the folks heard me because I got a lot of messages, Tony, okay? Before we get started, I got to say, people was messaging me about the man cave conversation this Sunday. They was like, John,
As they should.
Like, you just really let the man go in. I was like, nah. I said, I told y'all. Y'all asked Black men what they wanted. Y'all was going to get it raw and uncut. And I wasn't giving them a safe space to be quiet, right? So it was a little funny. There's some little things going on, some trolling happening. I get it. But at the end of the day, you know, it's all about opening up those doors, right? And I think sometimes our brothers in the community have been silenced on a lot of things that they're feeling, frustrations and different things of that nature. And I know for some of the women out there, it wasn't your cup of tea, or you felt like the conversation wasn't moving in the way that you would like it to go. But again, we're going to have more conversation. This was just an opening, okay? And we're going to have more conversations. We're going to be bringing some of these brothers back to talk to the sisters. In 2 weeks, we're going to bring the women on, and they're going to talk about what their wants. So the fellas, I hope y'all get in the chats and give them some feedback. Cause I'm gonna be in the hot seat like Tony was. I'm gonna be by myself, and y'all know they're gonna tell me.
I don't know, John. Me and the ladies been talking offline, John. We didn't have private meetings, and we kind of decided that we don't even know if we want you on the platform that day.
Oh,
so
you see how
you might be voted out. You might not get the link. You know, just
look
your
at this
Wi-Fi
community.
might
See,
not
I
be
let
working.
Tony. I advocated for my co-host to be in the space with the brothers, and you see how she just gonna let the sisters knock me down. But that's fine, Tony. If the ladies want their own space to do their thing, I'm gonna respect the ladies' wishes, and I'll just sit in the chat and give y'all some conversation from the chat. How about that? I'll do that. I'll just let y'all run it, and I'll stay in the chat. But you know, it's always fun. Again, we understand in the Black community, Black love is hard, Black trust is hard, Black love is just a challenge, right? And we're just trying to do our part to open up the conversations. We're not here trying to be anything more than just a channel of information. Take what you want, leave what you don't. But again, I think there are still some good quality folks in our community. There are still some good quality men in our community that bring something great to that experience. I just think some healing that we got to do in our community. But again, it doesn't start without conversation. So we just kicked it off as we get to the end of the New Year's and on to the other parts of the next year. We're just going to continue to do our part to show some love. And I know it's not easy in this dating realm, especially here in the Bay Area, but we're going to make sure that we uplift it. We'll make it fun. We'll make it loving. And maybe, Tony, maybe we could bless a couple, right? Maybe over the next couple of weeks when we have these conversations, maybe we'll just pay for a couple to go on a date, and we'll just pay everything here at both sides of the conversation, send them on a remarkable date, and they both don't have to worry about paying for anything, and we'll just cover. We'll come up with something clever over the New Year. So we want to bring Black love back to our community. So with that being said, I want to say thank you all. We're going to go ahead, jump into our community news and our announcements, and then we'll get this powerful brother up here to come speak with community. Again, y'all be patient with me because I'm not in the studio. I don't have my production sheet. I'm getting old. I'm looking on my cell phone trying to make sure I can see what's on the paper, but we'll get through it. But we're going to start off with the first great news, all right? There was a winning number for the Powerball. If y'all don't know, it was a $1.9 billion Powerball jackpot. They have announced somebody in Southern California woke up this morning a billionaire. So shout out to whoever it is, wherever you is, tap in. Both sides of the conversation. We need some help. We're a great nonprofit. Come donate some of them billions of dollars, some of them hundreds of thousands to us. We need that support. But again, it's great to see somebody in California. I know my people from the East Coast was calling me like, y'all damn California people don't need no more money. Y'all got everything out there. I'm like, no, we need it. We need help. But again, somebody did win. That was one of the largest Powerballs ever in lottery history. So they did break a record with that. So shout out to whoever that is. Somebody wife is happy. Somebody kids is happy. Somebody dog is happy. They're going to be like, I'm eating great steaks for the rest of my life. I don't know. It's going to be some happy people out there. But again, somebody did win the Powerball. And good luck to those folks. And hopefully they do the right things to manage their money and live happily ever after. Also, the Supreme Court has denied Amber Garner's appeal for the shooting and murder of Botham Jean, the murder that happened in Texas. You know, the police officer that went into an apartment and shot the dude. She was going up for trying to get an appeal to get out, but the courts denied her. So again, community, I know we are far off from justice for Black folks in this country. But again, it is just great to see that is one step of just letting folks know, like, we are taking this stuff serious. And that's all because of the action, the voices, the people uplifted, the pain, the hurt that's been taking place in our community when we talk about policing. But community, it's not over. All right. That is some justice. There is still a lot of things that we have to deal with as Black folks in our community. There are still police out here killing our people every day. There are still things happening in these court systems that are sending our young Black males and women to prison forever and sometimes unjustly. So again, we still have work to do. Don't just get happy and excited, but it is nice to see some accountability happening within this justice system. And again, these type of situation is real and it is serious. And we're just happy that the Supreme Court at least showed some sign of what took place was unright and some justice is being served. Also, the rapper Takeoff funeral is set to happen in Atlanta this Friday. They're going to be kicking off at the State Farm Arena. It is happening on Veterans Day. I know this Friday is Veterans Day, and I want to make sure, before I go any further, I want to salute all of our veterans out there, okay? Both sides of the conversation always uplifts and support our military folks. We give you guys the most honor, and we respect our veterans, and I know Veterans Day is here this Friday, so just want to say salute to all of our men and women, especially our Black military folks, because we know, even serving this country, you haven't always been treated fair and given the opportunity as other military folks. So we always want to uplift those Black folks. And we're going to do something special for a few of our veterans here. I already have a plan that we're going to do to support a few of our veterans because we never want them to feel unappreciated or unnoticed. So thank you all for your services and the things you do. And if you have military loved ones, please show that honor and respect for those folks in our community. But again, the rapper funeral will be Friday, and very tragic. As you all know, we continue to talk about gun violence in our community this Sunday. Okay, for our Sunday conversation, our youth is going to be coming on addressing gun violence that's going on in our community. And it's not just in Atlanta. It's happening all over this country. Young Black males and females being murdered by these firearms. And we have to do our part as community to make sure that we are educating and bringing awareness to these young folks and making sure that they understand the value of Black lives. So again, more work to come, but we're excited by that. Tony, let's go ahead and run into our community events and let's try to get through this so that we could get out to our community. With that being said, the first community listening session is happening Wednesday, November the 9th, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 1101 Connecticut Street in the Bridge Community Room. Please reach out to the Racial Office of Equity. For y'all that don't know, these meetings are happening because of the police interaction that's happening in our community. They're talking about these traffic stops, how police is over-policing in our community, writing tickets, doing different things that they wouldn't normally do in other communities. So these listening sessions are going on as they're trying to figure out what's the impact, what's been taking place as our young folks and people in the community has been stopped or being harassed by the police in our community. And again, we are just excited, okay, that these listening sessions are happening in the community. There are a number of them. We're going to announce a few of them. Please get out there, Okay, let your voices be heard. If you have been pulled over by SFPD, if you had some issues or some things that you felt wasn't right, these are the type of things that we need to get out there so that we can have meetings with the police chief and different folks to make these changes and get these laws into place so that this stuff stop happening in our community. Also, the East Oakland Small Business Alliance introduction is happening Wednesday, November the 9th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Axe Serene Apartments at 9400 International Boulevard in Oakland. If you are a small business owner and you want to know about the Alliance, please step out to this event, grab some information that is very, very important for community. Shout out to our folks in Oakland that continue to organize and do the things that they're doing to try to move our Black folks and community businesses forward. Knowledge is power. The Black Breast Cancer Experience is happening. It's free Thursday, November the 10th. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is a virtual event for all of the folks in the community that want to know about breast cancer, some of the things that you need to be aware of, checks, resources. Please check out this virtual event. Again, we had our breast cancer conversation a couple of weeks ago, and it was very powerful. You heard from some very, very powerful stories and testimonies from some women from our community that's been through it. And for you out there that may be going through it or maybe afraid to go get checked, I think this will be a great informational event to grab some resources and some support. Also, the 4th annual Confident Catwalk is happening Saturday, November the 12th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's going to be at 1503 McDonald Avenue in Richmond, and our own Tony Rochelle is going to be hosting this event, holding it down. Community, get out there and support Tony. This is going to be a powerful event for the people in the community and building confidence. And again, I'm apologizing because I won't be there, Tony. I'll be out of town. But again, I know you're going to hold it down. You know, I always support the work you do. But ladies in the community, all right, for all the folks that's been like, I got to meet Pretty Tony, this is a great opportunity. Go out there and support the event. And go check out Pretty Tony and see how she handled the community in these shows. She do some phenomenal hosting, man. She's pretty dope at what she do. So again, it's a great opportunity. If you want to meet Tony in person, get out there to 1503 McDonald Avenue, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also, there's another community listening session that is happening Tuesday, November the 15th. 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to be at the Samoan Community Development Center at 2055 Sunnydale Avenue in San Francisco in D10. Again, we are talking about traffic stops. We're talking about how the police in San Francisco interacts with our community. So again, they are listening. This is a great opportunity for us to come and talk about what's going on in our community and community policing with SFPD. Also, the job fair is happening Wednesday, November the 16th. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the San Francisco Public Library, 100 Larkin Street. Okay, community, get out there. I know I've been seeing over news. Twitter's laying off all these folks. All these organizations are letting people go. If you're looking for a job, here's an opportunity. Go out there, get dressed up, get your resume ready. You might get a job on the spot. Go out there and check it out. There are opportunities still going on. Again, that is Wednesday, November the 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Should be a number of employers out there trying to find employees. We know a lot of folks lost their job during COVID. Again, here's an opportunity before the end of the year to get reemployed and get back into the workforce. All right, another community listening session is happening Wednesday, November the 16th, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Booker T. Washington Community Center at 800 Presidio Ave. Again, the information is on the screen. Shout out to Booker T. Washington, to all of the amazing folks up there that continue to bring resources, service, education, awareness to our community. Shakira is doing a phenomenal job out there. So shout out to the Booker T. Washington team for continuing to make sure that our community is impacted and getting the resources and information that is needed. Also, my phone is moving around here. The 100% College Prep 2023 HBCU college tour is happening. They're having their first informational meeting that's going to be happening Thursday, November the 17th at 6 p.m. They're going to do it in person and virtual. The in-person part, you have to go to 1201 Mendale Street in San Francisco in D10, okay? Community. If you got high schoolers that are going to college, okay, go over there. Give our young babies the opportunity to go out, see some of the different colleges, check out what they're doing at 100% College Prep. Shout out to Diane and to all of the amazing folks that are at 100% College Prep, making sure that our young people get access and making sure that we're trying to get them to commit to HBCU. So shout out to 100% College Prep for all the amazing work that they continue to do. And again, community moms and dads, get your kids over there, okay? Get them on the airplane so that they can go check out some of these Black colleges. Also, we are calling out all of the gamers. For all you folks that like to play video games, Xbox, PlayStation, all that good stuff, they're going to have a gaming tournament Friday, November the 18th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's going to be in front of City Hall in San Francisco. This is another violence prevention measure tool that they are doing. Shout out to Keish Cares. My queen, she is doing some amazing work trying to get our young people active, trying to give them something to do on Friday, and that's going to be a great event. So again, if you're into video games or you have young folks that are into video games, get them out there, get them signed up for the tournament. It's going to be in front of City Hall. It's going to be great to see all the young folks and the people in the community out there in both sides of the conversation. We will be out to support that event as well. The Mackey Corner first annual suicide awareness and prevention community event is happening Sunday, November the 26th, or Saturday, November the 26th, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hamilton Rec Center at 1600 Gary Boulevard. I know it says 1900 Gary Boulevard, but it's actually 1600 Gary Boulevard for all the folks in the city. Please get out there and support that event. As you all know, we just had a conversation a few weeks ago about Black suicide in our community, the amount of young people and Black males and females that are committing suicide. We want to continue to uplift this awareness, okay, and this prevention. We are headed into the holidays, okay, and I just want to say this to the community. We are headed into the holidays. A lot of people have lost loved ones, mothers, fathers, kids. These holiday seasons are very traumatic for some folks, and suicide is always increased during the holiday season, and we just want to make sure that our families understand we're praying for you. But again, if you are feeling any ill wills, or if you have anyone in your community that you know may be depressed or having anxieties, please take the initiative, check in with them, and get them help. We know these holidays are going to be very tough for a number of folks, but here at both sides of the conversation, we're going to do our part, okay? We're going to uplift as many families we can help during this holiday season. We're going to do some toy drives and things of that nature. We're going to support some families, but again, there's never enough to do all families. But again, just do your part and check in with your loved ones. We do not want to lose another life behind suicide, depression, or anything of that nature. Let's get behind our people community and show some love this holiday season. Sometimes folks lose their moms, their dads, and they don't have a family. Open up your doors, have some heart, have some humility and compassion this holiday season. Invite someone who may not have family members to the Thanksgiving dinner, or maybe to the gumbo party that's happening this Christmas. So again, thank you all community for continuing to do your part, but we will here at both sides of the conversation always acknowledge and uplift the awareness of suicide prevention in our community. So thank you all. Also, our both sides of the conversation event, in partner with Stand Strong, Asian SF, a number of other community partners. We're having our Asian and Black, we call it the ABC, but it's the Asian and Black Community Cookout. This is happening Sunday, November the 27th. Okay, this is going to be a powerful event. More events, information is coming out to the community at the Crossing, 200 Folsom Street. Okay, if you want to be a sponsor, there's information that we have. Reach out to us. It should be a great event as we continue to bring solidarity in our community. Okay, we're working. We're going to show you how we do it when we come together, and we're excited about it. That's going to be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be food. We're trying to get football. We're trying to make this a great event to bring both cultures and communities together to have some real powerful conversations, but also break bread and enjoy each other. So again, that's a both sides of conversation, an Asian Strong event. And we are excited to bring this event to the community. So come out and be a part of this. Enjoy some great food, festivities, and some amazing folks from the community out trying to impact our community. Also, Feel A Collective by Writing. They're having all authors ages 8 to 18 years old, Wednesday, December the 7th from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. to come to the city assessor's office. It's going to be some support there. So if you're an author and you're a writer, get out there. Come check out this event. You might get funded. You might get sponsored. It's going to be something. You got to show up. That's all I can say. Show up. All right. All you authors out there. Also, our high school test prep class is happening. It's been open. They are still accepting 7th and 8th graders to become prepared for the placement test for the HSPT exam. Shout out to SF Rebels. The class is starting in October, but they are still young and letting our young folks come in there and get ready for this exam. If that is you, if you have a young person that are leaving middle school, getting ready for high school, make sure y'all reach out to SF Rebels, my guy Nate Ford, and make sure that your young folks are ready. Okay, we want our young folks, when it comes to this education, we don't want to send them in there blind. We want them to be ready, and Nate and the rest of the good folks over there are getting our young folks ready to take that test so that they can all pass with high flying colors. Also, the monkeypox vaccination is happening every Thursday. If you need to get a vaccination, please go to 701 Alabama Street every Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and community will be updating you. I was on a couple of calls today with the Department of Public Health. They're going to be opening up more sites for flu vaccinations, monkeypox vaccination, and all other vaccinations. So please stay tuned. We'll be updating you where you could go for community. Also, the Peace Parks is presenting their Friday night fun every Friday night, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Hamilton Rec Center in San Francisco, also at 1600 Gary Boulevard. If you have young people in the city, okay, get them off the corners. Take them to the Hamilton Rec Center. They cutting hair. They're doing stuff. They're having events. They're playing dominoes. They're feeding them. Please get out there. That's another violence prevention event that we're trying to get our young folks in the city things to do on Friday so they're not hanging on the corners, getting into trouble. So please, if you want to get your young folks around some other young folks, that's the place to be. Get them over to Peace Parks at the Hamilton Rec Center. Also, the Saturday Family Fun Days are still happening. They're doing family field trips, sporting events, and much more every second and fourth Saturday. Reach out to my guy, Nate Ford. They are trying to make sure that our families and our young folks have events and things that they can do during this holiday season. We are getting close to the winter break, and our young folks are going to be out with nothing to do. So shout out to the Rebels for making sure that they're going to provide events and resources for our young people to get out and do something. And again, shout out to the Rebels for the amazing work that they continue to do to uplift our young people in the community and just working as a community organization, impacting folks in the community as a whole. Also, the San Francisco Smart Money Coaching is happening. Okay, I know money's getting tight. Okay, discretionary funds is getting low. Interest rates are high. Things are happening. Money is getting real tough. If you don't have a plan, you could fall victim to this economic time that we are in San Francisco. The free smart money coaching is there. All you have to do is call the number on the screen. Okay, they'll help you with a budget. They'll give you a financial plan. They'll make sure you have the things that you need in order. Don't be ashamed, community. Okay, we want to end this year off right. I know every year we put together our New Year's resolution. I want to get out of debt. I want to do this. I want to be debt free. Okay, this is an opportunity. Pick up the phone, talk to one of the coaches. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed if you got 10 credit cards. Work with these folks. Okay, so you can get your finances in order. Again, we are trying to build generational wealth in our community. We want to leave generational wealth to our young folks. And we as adults have to do our part to stop being embarrassed. Open up the checkbook, open up what's going on in your finances, have these conversations, meet with a confidential coach today so you can get your finances in order. All right, let's do this, community. We can do this together. Also, our both sides of the conversation, building fundraiser, capacity building fundraiser is still going on, okay? I need some people out there in the community that know what we be doing over here to support, all right? We support you, support us. We're going to be running this all through the end of the year into Giving Tuesday, all into next year. If that is you out there and you have it in your heart to say, hey, I just love what both sides of the conversation do. John, we know you only get 2 hours of sleep. We're going to help you so you can get 4. I'm going to make a donation. If that's you, go ahead and do it. Go to our both sides of the conversation, capacity building, fundraiser. The information is up there on the screen. Also, here at both sides of the conversation, we are still looking for volunteers. All right. Maybe you don't got the money. Maybe you got the talent. Maybe you got the degrees. We see you marching around talking about your master's degree, your PhD, and all the amazing things you did in school. Come volunteer. Give back to the community. We need some educated, smart folks. We need some people that's talking and bragging. Come on. Help us uplift the organization. If that is you out there and you feel you want to volunteer, reach out to us. Because I'm tired of hearing y'all folks out there talking about, John, I don't know how to connect with the community. Who do I go volunteer with? Okay, I'm telling you, reach out to me, both sides of the conversation. We'll get you to work. We got some stuff that we can use you for to help impact our community. Use them talents, okay? Don't just go to college and climb the educational ladder, the corporate ladder, and just brag, walk around how great you are. Come give back to your people. Let's uplift our community. If that is you, reach out to us. Hit the Join Our Squad on our website, or you can reach out to us, and we got you, all right? That's what we're going to do. We got you. We'll help you impact the community. Come check out and be a part of what we're doing. Or maybe it's not you, okay? Maybe you're one of those housewives who stay at home all day, okay? Here's another thing you could do, okay? If you go to Amazon Smile, listen, y'all, I'm going to say it slower because I think, Tony, I've been saying it too fast. I think I got to slow it down. Ladies, go to Amazon Smile, okay? Amazon Smile. Click on the thing that says choose a charitable organization, okay? Click in there, both sides of the conversation. That's all you got to do. Both sides of the conversation on Amazon Smile. No extra cost to you. They're not going to charge you for doing this. But every time you purchase something on Amazon Smile, 0.5% of your purchase will come to both sides of the conversation to help us help the community. Now, ladies, I know y'all like, John, that's easy. I could do that. Please do it. I see the Amazon trucks riding through all y'all communities. Okay, ladies, I see you tiptoeing outside the front door, picking up your packages, hiding from your husband. You know, I see
this is why you're not invited to the women's show, because you just don't know how to stop. Okay.
Listen, I have to be honest, okay, Tony. I see these ladies. I'm looking down the street every day on my camera, Tony. The Amazon truck is there like 20 times a day. I can see the ladies walking outside, looking over their shoulder, telling their husband, hey, can you go to the backyard and get the newspaper? And then they run in the house with the packages and hide it. Come on, ladies, listen. I don't like to tell.
You're a buster. You're a buster. Yeah,
I don't like
you just
to tell,
told the whole community.
I don't like
you're
to
a
tell.
buster.
I don't like to tell, ladies, but I'm going to tell y'all this. If you don't choose both sides of the conversation, I'm calling your husband. I'm going to knock on the door and say, brother, that sister been getting packages every day. She been running outside, putting them in the trunk of the car. I know you ain't checked your credit card bill yet. Go check your credit card, brother. It's a lot of Amazon on there, all right? But listen, ladies, do your part. Brothers, do your part. Choose both sides of the conversation when you're a charitable organization. No extra cost to you, but every time you shop on Amazon, a portion of that sale will come to both sides of the conversation to help support us in the work that we're doing. So just do that. For all of our young folks on here that are new people watching today, please follow us. All you have to do is go to all of our social media handles. We're everywhere, okay? We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're all over. All you got to do is hit at both sides of the conversation, and we're going to pull up. Check us out. See the work we're doing in the community. See the impact that we're having. Check out some of these amazing folks behind the scenes that are doing some real impact for the community. Again, support us. We support you. Support us a little love. All it takes is a little like. All you got to do is like the YouTube. All you got to do is leave a little message in our Instagram. All you got to do is say, what's up, both sides of the conversation. That's it. We ain't asking for too much. That's all we need. All right. So go follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube. And definitely we are excited to be a part of you. And we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on with community. With that being said, we got 2 things left and I'm going to shut up. Okay. Educational Thursday is coming up. This Thursday, we're going to have another educational Thursday. We're going to have a phenomenal doctor that's going to come on and talk about financial freedom. Again, we're doing our part here to educate you about finances. All right. So please check out Dr. Webb. She's going to come on, do some financial stuff, and help support the community to build up their financial literacy and capacity. She got some great information. And then this Sunday, y'all, I'll be out of town. Telling the community now, I'll be out of town. But I'm going to be logged in, okay? So y'all got to be patient with me. But this Sunday is a very important conversation. It's the youth, okay? I'm tired of all these folks in the community like, John, we want to hear from the youth. Why the youth never say nothing? This Sunday, they're going to have their youth show. They're going to be talking about gun violence in our community. They're going to have some folks on, and we're going to have a conversation about gun violence. We know this is real. We know our community is being impacted every day with gun violence, and we're trying to put a stop to it. So again, all of the elders in the community, come listen to the young people. Don't talk at the young people. Come listen. We're trying to bridge the gap between the young folks and the elders. Listen to their perspective. See some of the things that they need. And maybe you could be a part of the change and support our young folks. And to all of our elders out there. Okay. Before I go, Tony, I got to say this to the elders. Tonight is voting night. There's a lot of elders who are running for office. Don't forget about our young people. Make sure you extend your hand to our young people. Make sure you keep your elected office open for our young people. All right. Don't close your elected office after you get into office next year and leave our young people out. And to all of our elders, pass the torch. To all of our pastors, to all of our elected officials, to all of our leaders in the community, pass the torch to the young people. We have some phenomenal young folks that are trying to make change, trying to do something different. But sometimes our elders in the community are holding on to the power too long. Let's let our young people lead. Let's empower them. Let's walk on the side of them. Let's not tell them to walk behind us. They are the future. They are our voices. Let's empower them so that they can impact our communities. So again, to all of our elected officials, because I know y'all watch me, because y'all always texting me like, oh, John, I heard what you said. Okay, if that is you, if you're a supervisor, if you're a councilman, if you're a mayor, if you're a leader of an organization, if you're a pastor like me, Bishop, in the pulpit, pass the torch. Let the young pastor step up and spit some game to the community, okay? Let's do this, y'all. We can do this, all right? With that being said, I'm going to shut up now. Enough of me. I see y'all in the chat. Shut up, John. Tony, cut him off. He talking too much. It's time for the show.
Community, right. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him, community?
I'm leaving that. I'm going to leave y'all alone. All right, I'm going to shut up. Tonight, we got a phenomenal hidden gem here. He's holding it down. We had another couple of gems that couldn't be here tonight because of some things going on, plus election, and the weather has been a mess here in the Bay Area. But again, this king is here, and he's funny, and he's a powerful brother, man. I love his spirit already. And he been knowing Tony, so y'all gonna be here for a good conversation. But for me, good night now. You won't get a benediction from me tonight. I know y'all love the benedictions. I ain't gonna give y'all a benediction now. I'm gonna leave it to Tony. She can close y'all off with a benediction night. I'll see y'all Sunday, and I'll leave y'all with a benediction. With that being said, Brother Jay Reed, welcome to both sides of the conversation, King. Holla at the people. Let them know what you're doing.
Hey, what's going on, man? I've been enjoying both of you guys. I'm letting you know I have just been sitting here saying, man, y'all energy is crazy. And it don't take nothing but Tony to say 2 words. That's how powerful the Black Queen is. Do you understand what I'm saying? But no, man, it's an honor to be here, man. I love your energy as well, John. And I just appreciate, man, you guys allow me to be on your awesome platform.
Man, definitely, King. We honored to have you here, and I'm just excited. Even though I'm stepping away, okay, I'll be listening, but I'm gonna leave it to you and Tony. Don't talk about the people too bad, Jay Reed.
Okay, bye, John. We love you so much. The community is waiting for you, John. Okay. They waiting for you.
I'm leaving, y'all. See how they do me, Jay. You see how they do me, Jay.
They're doing you like a Baptist preacher.
He think he an octopus. He think he could be all over the place. That's the problem with him.
You got about 5 clothes like a Baptist preacher, John.
I'm sweating over here. My suit is all wet. I'm gonna step in the party. I'm gonna be smelling like Gatorade or something. I don't know.
Please don't entertain that, Jay.
Jay Reed, I'm gonna let you be the comedian. I see y'all. Hey, I love you, King. Again, I just want you to know if there's any events, any comedy tours, anything you got going on, please submit those digital flyers to us, and we'll help get it out to the community so our community show up and support you. And thank you again, Tony Queen. I'm turning it over to you. Good night now, community. I'm finna go out with the elected officials, and I'm gonna tell them everything I just said. Y'all better not get reelected, and don't open the door for our young people. That's what I be doing. I'll be at the party. I see y'all.
All right, Big John.
You see what I got to deal with on a regular basis? 3 times a week.
But you know what?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. You see how blessed I
am? You were built for this, Tony. You know.
Praise God. Praise God.
I think you guys have a great energy, great chemistry, and I can tell that you are the only one that can handle Mr. John Henry.
I try. With the Lord on my side, I try. But look, we're not here to talk about me today. We're here to let the people know who you are. I'm going to give you the space to really tell people who you are, what you do, what you got going on. I know all about you because I stay in your business, but everybody in the community may not know that. So I'm going to give you the spotlight, and go ahead. Feel free to introduce yourself again and tell the community who you are, what you do, what you got going on, how they can be all up in your business,
Well, I appreciate it. First of all, both sides of the conversation. I think this is really dope. Name is J Red, like the color RED, red. And look, man, I'm just a guy that grew up in Oakland, California, that had an idea that I wanted to dream outside the box. And what I love about Pretty Tony and the whole both sides of the conversation team is that they keep saying the word community. And so your boy J Red is a host. I'm a radio and TV personality, comedian. Of course, that's what a lot of people in the clean comedy world, the church world, where I have a lot of my popularity as I tour and do different shows throughout the country and whatnot. But I'm really big with the youth. I got a heart for the young people. I went to Oakland Tech, and I ended up graduating from Skyline, to give you some backstory on, me growing up in the town. And I grew up in the neighborhood right there in Bushrod area. North Oakland. You had your boy, Mr. Fab. You got Marshawn Lynch. You got all these different people that I grew up around in the neighborhood, right? And I also want to give a shout out to Tinka. She was on KMEL for like maybe 20 years or so. And so I was on KMEL, the gospel show on Sunday mornings, 106.1 for like maybe 10 years. And then I transitioned to LA. And now I'm on the #1 gospel show called KJLH. And Stevie Wonder, the great, legendary Stevie Wonder, is the owner of the radio station KJLH, and that is the 102.3 FM call letters. And KJLH stands for Kingdom, Joy, Love, and Happiness. Don't that sound like Stevie? And so spread the word. I'm a part of the show, kind of like how Steve Harvey got Nephew Tommy. I'm Nephew Tommy of the show. And the Steve Harvey is named Andre Russell, my big brother. And the beautiful queen of the show, her name is Cameron Green. And it's just a great, dope opportunity that God blessed me with. But yeah, Tony, I'll let you fire off, any questions you have. But I'm pretty simple. I love to make people laugh. I only talk about you if you put yourself in a position to get talked about. Because my comedy, I'm a clean comedian, right? So when people say clean comedian, what does that mean? That means that I would like to make sure that my comedy is family oriented. I like to know that when your kids come, you don't have to put on earmuffs. Yes, I will say that your forehead is still, okay, what I'm trying to say is, I'll still talk about you, but it'll be tastefully. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you with love. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. So I like to, make sure I know that people understand that laughter is a medicine. And so it uplifts people. Now, don't get me wrong. I grew up off Eddie Murphy. I had to sneak over my auntie house because I'm a PK. If y'all know what a PK is, I'm a preacher's kid, right? So I'm from Oakland. My daddy's a pastor. So I got this thing where my brand is called Hoodish and Holy. Hoodish and Holy is like, I'm a mix of Jesus and margaritas. Okay? Do that. I'm trying to get y'all to understand my background. I'm a mix of Jesus and margaritas. I got a little bit of Jesus and disciple Peter. You understand what I'm saying? Where Jesus will lay hands on you, but Peter will pull out that switchblade. You know what I'm saying? Like, try Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Not me, that kind of a thing. And so I got love for God. I got love for people. And so whether I'm doing comedy for breast cancer survivors, juvenile detention centers, I give comedy to senior citizen homes. Tony, I just did comedy at a senior citizen home, and it was 5 o'clock, and they called it after hours. Do you hear me?
Oh, Lord, did you make people have a heart attack?
I didn't make it.
Lord.
I gave them medicine, so I helped their heart. But I didn't know 5 o'clock was after hours. Girl, I had to hurry up. They was like, baby, it's getting late. I was like, oh, they was like, you got to wrap this thing up. You funny and everything, but you got to finish them jokes. It's starting to turn to 5:30, and we got to go watch Matlock and Murder, She Wrote. So,
seniors, they get a little mean. They got a mean streak. You can't tell them nothing because they've been living longer than you.
That's why I call them the OGs, not original gangsters, original grandmamas. Because original grandmamas, they still give whoopings. These new, I don't understand about these new grandmamas. Great grandmama 48, they so young. How you 48-year-old great grandmama? And you know that these grandmamas is different because of the nicknames. Now, you remember the movie Soul Food?
Mm-hmm.
They had one nickname for grandmama. What was it called?
Big Mama.
Big
now
Mama's
you got
all the
G
nickname
Mama,
you needed.
T Mama, and all kind of stuff.
Now you got all these sexy grandmamas. When did grandmamas become sexy? Grandma, Nani, Mimi, Gigi. If you don't put that moo-moo on and sit down, they in the club with their babies. Do you hear what I'm saying? Them grandmamas, the OGs, original grandmamas, they knew how to cook. And I'm just saying, like, I ain't mad, if you have to use a cookbook, but there's a difference between a cooker and a fixer. See, Tony, I'm trying to educate your people. Both sides of the conversation, let me know what you think. A cooker makes macaroni and cheese from scratch. You fix popcorn. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't want no fixer. I want a cooker. I don't want nobody to fix me no nachos. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm venting right now.
You educating the community. You know, they might not know. Some people, you know, they bougie nowadays in the hood, so they may not know nothing about that.
Oh, they don't know nothing about being a cooker. They fixers. These young girls is microwave. Look, let me tell you something. I love them, and I'm like John Henry. We gotta uplift our young people, but there's a microwave demon going all through the Bay Area. Do you hear what I'm saying? We need some more crock pots and cast. What is them called? The skillets.
The cast iron, the cast irons,
the cast
black
iron
one. The one you got, the one when you wash it. As soon as you wash it, you dry it. You put the oil in it so it won't
Come
rust.
on.
They don't know nothing about that.
Them old school hot water cornbread.
They don't know how to do that.
No, Tony.
You know what the new thing is? It's the air fryer. You buy the food and then you reheat it. But no, they are dope. I ain't gonna even front, especially for a single mom. You throw that food in that air fryer, you put them kids in the tub. By the time they at that food, that chicken is ready.
I heard that air fryer, even though it got the word fry in there, it tastes crispy like it's fried, but it takes away all that unhealthy fryiness that you get from the grease, right?
It's good. It's good. It's just like, and I'm not even lying to you. It tastes just like fried chicken. It tastes just like fried fish. But the key is you still got to put the flour on the chicken, and then you got to spray it with the olive oil. But a lot of people don't know that. That's the
well, see, you know, I'm doing shows on, you know, around the world now. I'm traveling. You know, I got a little bougie. You know, even though I'm from Oakland, so I like to get my chicken from it's a gourmet. You can find it throughout the Bay Area. It's very rare. It's called crunchy chicken.
If they build one more crunchy, one more in the gas station.
Hey,
they got them in the gas station. They got the one in the east where the old Walmart used to be. That line stayed long. Okay.
It comes with a bottle of wine, Tony.
Ooh.
Don't you talk about my crunchy chicken. It's for the buchetto.
Now with that margarita you was talking about, I ain't gonna even
Jesus and margaritas. Do you understand me? Because I don't mind a little communion sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Everything in moderation.
Listen, how do you maneuver how do you stay in this industry? I know it's a difficult industry. How do you show up and give your strength and just be you every time?
How do I show up and give my strength every time? The word for me is my faith. And then after that would be my family. And then it would be the future. So my faith wakes me up, my family keeps me going, and my future is what allows me to see that there is so much more for me to do for I say it like this. It's not about what you take in this world, it's who you touch, right? So I like to make sure whatever I'm doing, not only am I leaving a family legacy, I'm trying to leave a community legacy. I got something called Clean Comedy College. And Clean Comedy College is for cats that are club funny. Like I said, I love my Chris Rocks. I love my Cat Williams, Kevin Hart's, but my style is clean comedy, right? So I try to tell cats that are doing Tommy T's. If you're from the Bay Area, you know Tommy T's. And they're doing more of, you know, that spicy, I call it spicy comedy. And they're dropping it here and there. And that's cool. But if you want to do Juneteenth, if you want to do art and soul, if you want to host some black tie events, if you want to do Yoshi's, and you want to do some events for the community, and grandmama and them ain't gonna want to hear all that extra, I gotta let you know how you can get on that stage, still be funny, and kids don't have to wear earmuffs, right? So I got something called CCC, Clean Comedy College, where I get cats to come on in, and I get the community to sponsor young people, because I want to pour into somebody that might be the next whatever, you know what I mean? The next Mike Epps, the next little Ricky Smiley, and next Chris Tucker. And so I do a Clean Comedy College where I teach them how to set up a joke, give a timely delivery, and land the punchline. They understand the acronym for my word of comedy, and I'm not an expert. I just pour into my 20 years of experience and comedy, COMEDY. You might be people listening right now like, man, I love to join Clean Comedy College. I want to be a comedian, and I don't really feel like my style is spicy like that. You know, my mama still gives me whooping at 32 years old. And so I don't be doing all that cussing, but I want to get on the stage, right? Well, comedy, comedy. See, you got to have confidence. Okay? Now, a comedian, you got to know when you get on that stage, especially black people, and Oakland, baby, let me tell you, they like pit bulls. They can sense fear. White people come so they can laugh. Black people come so you can make them laugh. It's a difference. Again, white people come so they can laugh. This show is going to be amazing. Black people come. I know I spent $25 on this Negro better be funny.
You better make me laugh. You better be funny.
Baby, this Negro best to be funny. And you would think they didn't pay their whole mortgage, $25.
Hey, it be like that. You don't know who they had to borrow.
$25 a lot, right? Especially with gas now. But C is confidence, O is observant, right? You want to be observant. You want to know what audience you're in front of. You want to know that I'm just not going to tell the same jokes in front of the same people. You might have a Latino crowd, a white crowd. I remember I was in front of a Latino crowd and I wasn't being observant. I was a little ignorant. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little Oakland come out of me because I went up there and said, you know, I'm just being a comedian. Yeah, come out there, and you know, when you're from Oakland, only Spanish you know is from Fruitvale and High Street burrito trucks, right? So I'm like carne asada, extra sour cream, extra cheese. I'm just, you know, they laughing at that part, right? And I'm letting them know, you know, my little Mexican side from the Fruitvale side of Oakland. And then I yell out, I wanted to make sure I show love to all my Mexican family, right? They said, we're Guatemalan. I said, oh, it's... I didn't know it was more than Mexican.
You got to be more careful.
I thought it was only, I was a young comedian though. I was like 22, 23. I thought it was only Mexicans in Oakland. I didn't know about no Guatemala.
That's because you got to get out of Oakland. You got to get out of Oakland. That's why.
What is a Guatemalan? Them people. They was trying to throw piñatas. They was trying to do. Oh Lord! I said I thought everybody was Mexican. I said I apologize.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how I felt when I moved to the Bay Area when I seen all these Asian people. I didn't know it was Chinese and Vietnamese and all the races. I can't even think of them right now. But yeah, I understand.
It's definitely a melting pot in the Bay Area. But I just thought all Latino people was Mexican.
I understand.
I started learning about Nicaraguan.
That's why you got to get out of Oakland. Get out of Oakland.
I got to get out of Oakland.
But brother, you know what I mean? That's one thing that I have always admired about you is that like you changed the game up. I remember when I first heard of you and they was like, yeah, he a gospel comedian. He don't cuss or nothing. I'm like, nah. What he gonna make me laugh about? Because I already go to church 3 times a week and I need some laughter. But when I heard you for the first time, my cheeks was hurting like they was right now. I prepared tonight. I put the tissue in before I even came onto the show because I knew what was gonna happen.
Well,
but
I credit that to growing up in a town in Oakland because I knew that, you know, I had a certain reverence and respect for my mom, my grandmother, my pops, and all that when it comes to getting on the stage. My mama said, respect God. And she told me, don't demean women. Don't be calling them no bees and them garden tools. And I'm not disrespecting, again, other comedians. When you use those spicy words, it'd be hilarious. Like, I'll be the one laughing. When you know how to fit it, if you ain't just up there just disrespecting women and you're doing jokes with some substance, and then you put a few spicy words in there, you know, it's funny. But that just wasn't what my style was going to be. And so I also knew, even though I was going to respect God and not demean women, I knew I couldn't be cheesy, though. You know what I mean? So it was like, gonna be clean. And even though I can go into the church, I still had to keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? So the church folks sometimes, they wasn't ready for me at Actual Gospel. They wasn't ready for me at Greater St. Paul. They wasn't ready for me at Pastor Ernestine Reams Church, Center of Hope.
Oh, you brought it back. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bishop Reams.
Yes.
San Francisco Christian Center and all these different churches, because I was coming in too loud and too ghetto, and church was supposed to be, you know, serious, and Jesus was supposed to be this God that was real solemn and quiet. And if you came in there laughing, that was the devil. So
well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The last time I seen you was right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if y'all haven't seen him live, he packs out a house. We were at the Richmond Auditorium. Do you remember that?
2,000 people, baby.
It was so many people up in that thing. I mean, we was on the floor. And I mean, you have a way of like talking to people. The way your presence is just everything. You know what I mean? I remember that day. That was right before. That was the last time I pretty much went out before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And that was a good way to go out. That was a good way to go out.
Right on, Tone. And you got that same personality too. You have a gift just as much. Look, I'm gonna give you your flowers too, because
thank you, brother.
It's a gift to know how to interview people. It's a gift to know how to host. It's a gift to know how to make somebody feel good when you're just talking in an everyday conversation. And that's what comedy is. Oh, let me finish what I was going to do as far as y'all know. Look, if y'all know J Red, I got a little ADD. Okay, so I get distracted. I'm supposed to finish that acronym for them. The Holy Spirit just told me you forgot to finish your acronym. C is for confidence. O is for observing. You know that's that preacher's kid in me. Finish your points. Finish your message. That's that preacher's kid. I didn't finish my message. My 3-point message. C is for confidence. O is for observant. M is for motives, right? You want to have the right motives when you're on stage. E is for empathetic. Be empathetic. Sometimes that joke ain't for the right setting or the atmosphere. I had a partner who had a joke about the little chicken wing hand. You know what I mean? But I'm like, man, you don't see the little boy in the wheelchair? I'm sorry. I laugh at stupid stuff.
In the front row too.
In the wheelchair. You got to. The E stands for empathetic. First of all, you need to go back to the O, observant, right? But you got to be empathetic with your state. If you see somebody in a wheelchair, that's probably ain't the best time to do your disabled joke. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Some people just don't care. And then the D is for discipline, right? When somebody tells you got 5 minutes, you got 5 minutes. Don't just keep going. Like John Henry will be a terrible comedian. He'll never get off stage.
I hope he heard that.
John, if you are listening, you need to come to Clean Comedy College just for the letter D. D is for discipline. They tell you got 3 minutes. John be telling about 5 more jokes. John be like, wait a minute. I wrote 2 more jokes. When you a preacher, you can't preach your whole sermon on Sunday. You got to save them some for Easter. John, save people some for Easter. You ain't got to preach your whole sermon. Okay, so D is
you
discipline.
Been here 5 minutes and you know that about John. That's a dang on shame.
No, he's doing great things in the community. I'm clowning. But why is for yourself, right? COMEDY. Why? The acronym is for you. I remember somebody whispered in my ear, Tony, and said, man, you hilarious. You the next Ricky Smiley, Chris Tucker. They was trying to find some type of similarity of my style. You got energy of Marlon Wayans. And then some old lady came up to me and whispered in my ear and said, but don't ever forget you, J Red. And that I remember to this day. I probably 15, maybe 18 years ago, she whispered in my ear, I hear people comparing you to him or that, or you know, and those are all great flattering compliments. But she said, don't forget who you are. Can't nobody beat you being you. So both sides of the conversation, can't nobody beat Pretty Tony being Pretty Tony, baby. And everybody else, if you're listening right now, the best you can be is yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I love that. And I'm sure a lot of people thought that maybe just being a comedian that you had to use foul language. And then, I mean, you said Richard Pryor, you know,
that's my guy.
Like, woo! I remember I wasn't allowed to watch Eddie Murphy. Like, are you serious? Raw? Like, yeah.
Raw and Delirious is banned right now in this cancel. I can't stand it. I don't like cancel culture. I like pulling people to the carpet. I like if you're saying something that is coming against our culture and our people, but I don't believe in canceling people. See, I'm too much of a Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I just got too much Jesus in me and a preacher's kid to cancel people. Like I've done too much, you know, mistakes, and I made all kind of bad choices growing up in Oakland and trying to run behind my cousins in North and West Oakland. And I can't throw nobody away. If Jesus didn't throw me away, I ain't trying to preach on both sides of the conversation. But what I'm saying is there's got to be grace and mercy for people, right? And so, you know, I don't judge nobody. If somebody is saying this is how I get down on stage, well, guess what? More power to you. But I'm gonna still shine my light, and I'm gonna still be able to get up there. I opened up for your DL Hughley some more. You know, you can name them. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, some more with her mouth. Ooh, baby. I just admire you, like you not being like how you said, just you got to be you, because sometimes people claim to be them, but then when they're around other people, they switch up. You know how is, and I'm assuming that foundation comes from being a preacher's kid and having you talked about your mom and your family, how you value them and things like that. So is that where that discipline comes from?
I was blessed to have a pops who was a preacher who was not the religious type, right? He was the one that let me go to my prom, let me go to a party, let me go to a Black Saturday. Come on, if you're from the Bay Area, you know about Black Saturdays. I was able to grow up and be able to be comfortable enough to not judge nobody inside apartment C and Sweet Jimmy's and Jeffrey's. Come on, I was inside Sports Page passing out flyers to a church comedy show, and everybody in there knew who I was. Jesus, I took baby, look, Jesus and margaritas, because I was able to be raised to understand that you love God and you love people. That was my foundation. And let me tell you, do you know who discovered me to be a stand-up comedian?
I sure been waiting to ask that question.
Lunel.
Woo, no. You know what? See? She got a lot of people's back. I heard her name a lot when people say how they got started.
And she is
Tell us about
that. If y'all listen to Lunel, you think like ain't nowhere in the world J Red come from.
Tell me about that. Paint that picture. How do you know her? What happened? How did you know that what she was saying was true?
Little backstory. Well, I say God can use anybody because I was coming out of, like I said, I went to Tech for 2 years. If you're listening from another part of the country or the state, and I say Tech, I mean Oakland Technical High School. And then I graduated from Skyline, right? Now, when I graduated, this is the thing, you know how it is. People got better GPAs than you, and I'm about an average 3.0. And so I'm thinking I'm about to go to Long Beach State, right? And I was playing basketball. You know, I wasn't no star. I was coming off the bench, but I was a baller, you know. But I said, Mama, I don't really know what I want to do. And I said, I wanted to be something important, you know what I mean? And so I said, I'm going to be an architect. I just picked it like it was like it was just an apple off the tree. You know, you just can't be if you ain't put in no applications, you ain't studied what university is giving you the best opportunity to major in to being an architect. You don't just pick being an architect off an apple tree. So my mama said, baby, real slow. She said, listen, you don't know how to draw and you weren't that good in math. So you ain't gonna be no architect. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but the Bible says you got to tell people truth and love. You know what I'm saying? So my mama was Tabitha before there was a Tabitha. She said, baby, you can't draw and you ain't good with numbers. So I said, what do I do, Mama? And she pointed me to the Black Repertory Theater. She said, look, ever since you was little, you had a half a broomstick, a butter knife, the remote control. You know how black people say remote control. The remote control. And you would dance in front of everybody doing the James Brown. So you like entertaining people. So she said, go to the Black Repertory Theater. I was about 18, 19. Went down there, and I'm letting you know, that's when I was able to be. Long story short, you know, I'll go ahead and let you bounce back and forth with me. I don't want to just go with a long story, but
no. This is your platform. Do you, King?
Yeah. I got you, Tess. So I got on stage. All right, well then let me tell you how I feel it then. I went into the Black Repertory Theater thinking I was going to be the next Denzel. Now it was crazy because everybody was like, oh my God, because he looks like him, right? So everybody was like, oh my God, he looks like Denzel. Oh my God, he looks like Trey Songz. So when you look like these celebrities, people automatically think you can do what they do. Like, I don't care if I go to Hilltop, Eastmont Mall, anywhere in the Bay Area, they're like, oh my God, he looks like Trey Songz, right? And I'm sure Pretty Tony, when you were watching, you didn't know who you were interviewing when I came, like tell me, like, seriously, when you seen me pop up on the screen, did you like, oh my God, what did you think when you saw me?
I'm not about to pump your head up on here,
Okay.
Jay. I'm not even about to do that to you.
Both sides of hating conversations. I see what this show is called.
It's your perspective. It is my perspective.
Both sides of the conversation or both sides of the hating.
But I ain't gonna lie, you do look like Donnell Jones with the hat on. I'm gonna give you your props.
No, we're gonna keep moving on to Donnell. I said Trey Songz. Anyway, so I walked in there thinking I'm gonna be Denzel, and I thought, man, give me a script. I'm about to kill it. And they did a classic African-American theatrical piece called Carmen Jones. If people don't know Carmen Jones, it's a very classic piece with Harry Belafonte and my girl. Oh my goodness. I'm somebody in the chat, help me out. If you know the classic piece, Carmen Jones, is Harry Belafonte and I can't think of her name. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I forgot her name. But anyway, a very classy, legendary actress, almost like a Lena Horne, right? But anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna go in there and become lead actor, lead role. They gave me a script. I didn't see nothing on there with J Red on it, right? They gave me a helmet from a army helmet, a rifle gun, and a jacket. Dorothy Dandridge, thank you. See, I love your people already. That's right. So I'm thinking I'm about to go in there, and they gave me a army helmet, a jacket, and a rifle, and told me to stand in the corner. And that was it for 4 weeks. It was a 6-week running play. Tony, let me tell you what I did. Say what you did, J Red.
What you do, Jay? What you do?
I studied everybody's lines anyway.
Okay.
I studied lead role, co-star, supporting cast. I was nothing but a soldier in the corner with no lines with a fake gun. But I studied the lines anyway. And
that was brilliant.
It was a community play. Here's the message, Tony. Tony, say message.
Message.
Message is that whatever God has for you is for you.
Ooh, wait. Press rewind. Say that one more time.
I say, whatever God has for you is for you. Because what happened was, it was a community play. And 4 weeks in, it was 2 weeks left. One of the co-stars had to work overtime. Director said, does anybody know this supporting cast lines? I said, I do. Baby, I went from no lines to supporting cast. And then the person that was next to lead, right, said, hey, man, I got to go out of town. It's a community play. Anything can happen. I got to go out of town. Who knows the next to lead part as far as their lines? I said, I do. They said, put him on stage.
You got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
God, Pretty Tony, let me tell you something. If I started a church, you would be my associate pastor. I'm telling you, because that's the message right there. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. By the end of the 6-week run, we had a matinee left, lead role, Harry Belafonte part. The man got a stomach virus. Now, I don't pray for nobody to get sick so I can become a lead actor. But what I'm saying is, somehow God used that man's stomach virus and elevated me. And so they said, who knows the lead role? I said, I do. And I was playing Harry Belafonte because that man had a stomach ache. My God, today, ain't that a word? Everybody in the chat say God would use somebody's virus for your victory. Oh, my God. God, I'm about to run all over this house.
Who told you to do that, though? What made you do that?
God would use somebody's virus for your victory. That's a word, Tony.
That is a word. Even I'm taking that one in, rooted. Rooted.
Yes. Yeah.
That's very, very impressive.
Listen, if you want to give your tithes and offerings, my cash app is J Red Comedy. I take tithes and offerings.
Woo, baby. Yes, won't he do it? Won't he do it?
And won't he done it? Won't he done it? It's already. Won't he done it?
But that tells a lot about your work ethic and how hungry you was for it.
Absolutely,
you was like, I'm gonna be the best soldier, but I'm also know all of y'all parts too.
Come on, you an actress, you get it.
I get it. You always ready for the next. It's always on the monologue. So when I'm ready, when you call me.
You know, and you know what's so crazy? You know what's a full circle about that?
What?
I played my first role with a soldier with no lines in the classic African-American theatrical piece, Carmen Jones. Soldier with no lines. Then I got a agency out of San Francisco going to LA. And maybe 10 or something years ago, you remember that movie that came out that was directed by the Mr. Star Wars, George Lucas, called Red Tails?
Yes, of course. One of my friends was in there, Jonathan.
Come on. And you had Terrence Howard. Come on.
It was some nice looking brothers up in that
Come
thing.
on, Neo, Method Man.
Yes.
I'm in Wells Fargo, my phone rings, and they say, "Are you ready for this?" I said, "What?" "You got selected as far as your profile and your whole resume and all that stuff to be selected to be a part of the Red Tails movie." I said, "I don't know what that is." Thinking, I've been doing independent stuff, getting my brand and getting my name out there. They said, "No, this is a major motion film. George Lucas is using his own money for an all-black cast to talk about the legendary Red Tails, right? The Tuskegee Airmen."
Yeah, I know exactly what it was about.
Baby, when I went up there and see all those stars, I said, "How I get here? Favor." And I remember my first role as an actor at 18, 19 years old was a soldier with no lines. Then I get on my major first motion film set, and I'm a soldier with no lines. But guess what happened, Tony?
What happened?
Everybody went over to the craft table. If you guys know movie sets, the craft table is where you get all your snacks and they take care of your background actors. I'm just a background actor. And I'm standing there with no lines, and I'm just studying all the different actors up there. Old boy, who's an amazing black actor, I can't think of his name. He's from the British culture, but he's African. And he's also played Martin Luther King in Selma, right?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
His last name starts with an O.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
But so I'm sitting there. They had added a line on the spot. So George Lucas said, "I needed one of the background actors to deliver this line," because he needed somebody who was just a soldier, right? Not a main character. Everybody else was at the craft table. He said, "Who was around?" He said, "You, come here." Baby, let me tell you. You got to go back and watch that movie with Scotch tape on your eyelashes.
I'm going to have to. Can't be messing up my lashes for you, Jay, but I am.
Put some Scotch tape on your eyelashes. And you're going to hear me say 2 lines. You ready for it?
What is it? I'm anxious.
All the Tuskegee Airmen had nicknames, right? One of the nicknames was Lightning. That was the actor that I'm trying. There you go, David Oyumaloloma. Yeah, him. Listen. David's nickname was Lightning. He said, "When he comes out the building, I need you to yell out,
I can't hear you.
Hey, Lightning." That's all.
I can't hear you.
He said, all you had to do was say, "Hey, Lightning." You can't hear me? Uh-oh, we got a little.
See, that's how funny he is.
Can you hear me now?
I can't even hear him.
Oh, no.
I can't hear you, baby. I can't hear you.
No, let me see something. All right, what about you? You there now?
Nope, can't hear you. Satan is hating on us. Oh no. It's probably the rain, community. The rain and Satan is
that was my sign language that the devil's a liar.
And I hate it because you sound like you're saying something funny.
Oh,
we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Somebody said they can hear me. I don't know.
Oh,
in
no.
the chat, if you can hear me.
There you go.
Let
Come
me know
on.
if you can hear me if you're in the chat.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
That's crazy. Well, okay, hold on. I'm about to see when you in theater.
Log off and log back on. That long
okay, but
finger.
hold on real
Log
quick.
off.
Hold on.
It's okay. You know, that's what happens sometimes, community. You never know. Technology is not always our best friend, but we're going to be patient for you. We're going to be patient because the man is funny and he throwing gems. And I hope y'all taking notes for those people that want to get into the arts. Like he said, you know, you never know. You just got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You heard his story. You heard how he got acknowledged not once, but twice. And I'm sure many other times just from being him, just from having faith, just from being ready. So if you got that goal, you got that ability to be in the arts, keep going. Let me see what the man doing. Hold on. I had one line in the movie.
You can't read that. Hey, lightning. God dog it. Tony. Oh, that is a lot of cursive. I'm sorry.
Log off and log back on.
I was trying to tell you my one line that I had. What'd that say?
A lightning.
Yeah.
Thank you, God, for paper and pen.
Come on. And I'm telling you, I killed it. But I know you don't hear anything else I'm saying right now, but I'm going to try to.
Log off and log back on. Log off and log back on.
Okay, I'm going to do one more sign. Hold on.
That long finger. Show us that long finger.
I got Arsenio. I got an Arsenio Hall anointed.
You sound like a robot.
Okay, hold on.
All right, he's gonna log back on. Hey, lightning. It was his one line. We're gonna have to go watch the movie, community, because I don't remember you being up in there. But it was a lot of brothers in there, so I'm gonna have to definitely go back and watch it. I hope that you guys are enjoying the show. This is what we do Tuesday nights. We have hidden gems. There's so many hidden gems in the community. Y'all be sure, if y'all know someone that is a gem, tell them to come over to both sides of the conversation. We want to hear about what everybody is doing in the community. And I mean, the brother was throwing some gems out there for real. So for y'all that want to get y'all started, y'all go check my brother out. Go to his website. Go follow him on social media. Go to one of his shows because you will be cracking up. And the great thing about it is that, like he said, he keeps it clean. So any age, any person, grandma, auntie, kids can come to his show and enjoy it. And it can just be a family affair. That's the good thing about Brother J Red. So check him out if you're not following him. Book him for your event. Community. He back. Say something. Mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh Lord, what's wrong with it, Lord?
I said mic check 1 2 1 2.
Satan is hating on us.
You don't hear me?
You sound like a robot.
Okay, this message, I'm about to show you a message that's very, very important.
I love oxtails.
Yeah!
Only if you know how to make them good, though. You got to know how to make them right.
Yeah, that's the whole interview there. I love oxtail. That's all I wanted to tell the people.
You got to know how to make them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to log off one more time. I'll be back. I know these people getting tired of us. Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
They said that they could hear you clearly on their side, but for some reason I can't hear you. It's probably the storm. It's probably the rain. It's probably Satan hating on us. But the user said that they can hear you, but I can't hear you. That's weird. Yeah, that brother is crazy. Here you go. Here you go.
Can you hear me?
Community said they could hear you well. Maybe it's just me. I can't hear you clearly, but community said they could hear you.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Tony. Hold on.
So you had two lines.
Yeah.
You said, hey lightning, and then you had I love oxtails. Is that what I heard?
Huh, look at my message. Tony, look up. Y'all act like she can hear me, huh?
I'm sorry, pretty Tony.
Yeah.
At least you spelled the Tony right, not with a Y, but with an I. Praise the Lord. Let me see. I'm going to go mute and you say something.
Okay.
Say something.
Something. Carne asada. Extra cheese. Extra sour cream. Hey, what's going on to all my Mexicans?
Wow, I can't believe this. I needed to hear what you had to say. Praise
Guatemala.
God for your penmanship, though. Praise God for your penmanship. You
Y'all,
write nicely.
Y'all, she probably think I'm saying something deep and important. Shout out to all my Mexicans. Okay, hold on. One last thing.
One last thing. What, J-Red? I can't believe you hating on this technology. I can't believe it. But it's been a great show. You've been such a hidden gem tonight, for real. I needed you to give your parting words. Scoot it over to the left, son. I need help with my child support.
Yeah! Yeah! So look, I want you guys to go to my website, JRed Live.
It's on the screen. We got it on the screen, baby.
Okay. .org.
We got it on the screen for you. Y'all go to his website.
JRedLive.org.
And your show. You got a show coming up soon, right? It's like a big show and something big is happening.
Yep. Go on Facebook, JRed Live.
Go on Facebook, JRed Live.
Yep. And so that's it. I'm going to say bye, Tony, because y'all technology is ghetto. Can you understand that? Can you?
I can understand you clowning me about my technology.
Yes,
it could be mine.
I'm going to slow down.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you. So it might be my Comcast.
Ghetto.
But brother, I am proud of you.
Yes.
I am proud of you.
Yes. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I will be at your show.
Yes.
Send us your flyer so we can send it out to the community.
I will. And this show is amazing and ghetto. Bye.
Thank you for
I
your
love
mama
you.
and your daddy for giving birth to you. Praise God. Praise God for the birth of J Red. All right, community. I'm so sorry. That's how it goes sometimes. You can't rely on technology always. But like I said, go follow my brother. Here's his website displayed on the screen. If you ain't following him, go follow him. If you need to book him for a show, book him for a show. Like, he is the man of the hour, for real. We're going to go ahead and close the show out. But again, we want to say happy Veterans Day to all our veterinaries on Friday. You got somebody that's served for our community, for our world. Give them love because they always can use it. If you have love for the arts, like he said, just go after your dream. One advice that I could give you is start with an improv class. If you're trying to tap into like acting or just being on the stage, you know, because it's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing to get in front of someone and display your craft. Start with an improv class. An improv class is something where you able to just like think off the top of your brain, you know, and it's actually fun. And they have an improv class in Oakland called Penn Theater for those of you that's interested. And it just might get you in the door. It might, you know, you might find out like, oh, I've been wanting to do this. And then you might decide this is not what you want to do. But the main thing is just to go out there and try. Be you and go try. Just so you guys know, if this is your first time tuning into our show, this is Both Sides of the Conversation. I'm one of the co-hosts, Tony Rochelle, the host of the hour, the bishop. He's out. He had to be in the community tonight. But go back and watch some of our previous shows. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on all platforms, including TikTok. If you know anybody that you think is a hidden gem that could be on our show, tap in, tell them to go to our website and we'll be happy to get them on our show. Our next show is Thursday, Educational Thursday, where Dr. Webb will be here educating us. We all need to be educated on what's going on in the world so we can keep surviving. So tune in if you can. That's a 6:00 show. And then mostly importantly, we have a show Sunday, which is one of my favorite shows. The youth will be holding it down. And I love it because it gives them the opportunity to flourish out and do what they do. And it's a very important subject about gun violence. As we know, our community suffers a lot with gun violence and things like that. So come, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your babies to come and watch the show. And adults are welcome too. Like, it's going to be about gun violence. So we hope to see you there. That show airs at 4:00 on this Sunday, and it is a live show. Remember, community, you can be whatever you want to be. Community, this is our platform, not just Both Sides of the Conversation platform. This is your platform as well as our platform. We focus on the end results, not the process. Empowerment and based on beliefs, your beliefs. We share information. We give you a voice to speak because we know as Black and brown people that we don't always have the opportunity to speak out and really be our authentic selves. So come and join us however you can. Come and volunteer, come and be on the show. If you got something where you can educate the community, come. We want to see you. We want you to be involved. And if you just feel like you just don't know how to start, you don't know what to do, just show up. Be you, because everyone is important. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has something to offer to community. I see J Red back in the building. I want to see if he can give his last thoughts. But this show is about our perspective as well as your perspective. So if you want a voice, if you want to get involved, please tap in with us. Follow us at all of our social media platforms and be consistent. Be consistent in who you are and what you do and what you got going on, and don't let nobody else tell you differently. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to one another with love. And let's see if let's see if his internet is working.
Oh, I know you ain't gonna blame my internet.
I'm gonna let you give your parting words.
Black people, cold. Oh,
give your parting words because I've been shouting you out.
Girl, I know you ain't gonna blame my internet for this hot mess tonight. Hey, boy, Both sides of the conversation is cold, cold, cold. Look here. I just want y'all to know I appreciate this. Was really fun. I love the energy. I mean, Pretty Tony is just a dope interviewer as far as just being a really amazing host. But I just want to let you guys know that I have a show November the 12th, this Saturday. Okay, it's going to be at a church called Evergreen. If you know Oakland area, right across from Mosswood Park, between North and West Oakland. There's a church called Evergreen. It's called Gospel and Giggles. My girl who signed with the Mary Mary label, My Block Records, her name is Lena Bird Miles, right? Lena Bird Miles is an amazing recording artist. She's performing that night. Comedian friends of mine, Jay Rich, Shay Sugar, y'all know out of Richmond. And then also we got comedian Andre Bailey, and my girl Nikita is an amazing dancer. So I'm the host. I'm going to bring the funny. It's called Gospel and Giggles. And you guys should look it up on Eventbrite. It's like a $20 ticket. It's going to be crazy dope at a church called Evergreen Church this Saturday, 7 p.m., November the 12th. And then I'll be in North Carolina. I don't know how far this platform reaches, but if you're listening and you know anybody in the North Carolina area, I fly to North Carolina the next day on Sunday, and I'll be at a church by a gospel recording artist, legendary guy named John P. Key. So if any church people know John P. Key, he got a song called Jesus is Real. I know the Lord is real to me, right? That's going down November the 13th at a church called New Life, Pastor John P. Key's church. And it's going to be dope, okay? Other than that, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, JRed Live, and may the joy of the Lord be y'all strength. Tony, I love you.
Thank you so much, brother. I really enjoyed you. Sorry for the little extra we had to give the world today, but you were great as always. I love being in your presence. I'm proud of you. I love you. I can't wait to see you again. And just keep doing you. And thank you for them hidden gems today. You was throwing them out to the community. And please come back on. Please come back on and tell a friend to come back on too, because like you said, everybody has a voice, everybody has a gift. And we just appreciate you. Appreciate what you're doing in our community.
It's good. And shout out to you, John Henry, and the whole crew. God bless you guys. Keep doing what y'all doing. Prayers up for everybody. And definitely let's be safe out here in this community. All right. I'll holler soon, baby.
Peace and love. Peace. And thank you so much, community. Tap in. We love you.
Peace out, Queen.
And always keep ascending.
Yes, ma'am. Peace.